on the concept of fighting to win. I have never fought thinking I'm going to win. I don't mean this start in like a self-righteous or like a holier than thou positioning. I just mean that the idea that you would start a fight exclusively if you think you're going to win it is not something I began my life with. It's something I had to teach myself sort of along the way in order to choose my battles more wisely. And I still think we have to choose our battles as people. Like, we can't just go out and like fucking fight whatever all the time. We'll exhaust ourselves pointlessly. We have to mindfully fight. And with that in mind, I have been fighting my whole life. As a younger sibling who got in fist fights, and I'm talking like knockout, drag out, fucking as hard and as viciously as you can think of two kids going after each other, me and my brother fought each other. I have a terrible relationship with my brother. I do not talk to him. I do not want a relationship with my brother. It is something I'll probably talk about later on, but not in this video, but later on in the timeline of our channel. I mention this to say I started fist fighting with him at 4, and then by 2nd grade, the way I'd get picked on by all of the other kids for being weird and for not having parents and for having come into the school when they all knew each other, and I was the weird kid out of a group of like 200 maybe total kids in a whole school. Like, being in the middle of nowhere and being weird is a whole kind of problem unto itself. That basically just boiled down to I got into a lot of fights, and I fist fought constantly as a child. I got put into it's not karate when you're younger, it's taekwondo for my like anger issues or whatever. And I only did it for a little while, and then I eventually did dance because I just had, extra energy that needed to be moved around. But I haven't stopped having to fight. I just stopped using my fists at a certain point because I was tired of being blamed for other people picking fights with me. I wasn't fighting back against these people thinking, I'm gonna win this fight with them. It's if I don't fight them, I'm gonna keep getting punched, I'm gonna keep getting kicked, I'm gonna keep being shoved, and it's just gonna keep happening and happening. If you don't fight back against that, you're just compounding injuries. It's not about winning. If you focus on winning, you've lost in the beginning. And that may sound, I don't know how that may sound. Maybe annoying at the very least. But I say it this way because you can't expect a victory when you're fighting as a Hail Mary. But the Hail Mary still may pull through. So there's no point to not go for it. Because everything's worse if you don't. It's just worse. It doesn't pay off to not fight. When you have no choice but to fight. But you have to fight anyway. Even though there's no choice. It's fucked. It is. And I say this because right now we're in this time where I feel the institution attempting to break our spirit. I feel it. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen me talking about this on my story. Yes, this is the same night, and yes, I felt the need to talk about it more. I can't describe how essential a hope practice, a hope discipline, rather, is during this time. I believe love is a practice, and I think hope is a discipline. And I am borrowing from some great minds that escape me at this time for both of those terms. But I think of them in conjunction this way and with specificity. Hope not being a practice but being a discipline, because it is something that is always having to be worked at. I don't know anyone who feels hopeful without any effort. I am an optimist. I am a recovered pessimist. I am an optimist, balanced by all of the experiences of my life that have been traumatic. I know how evil people can be because of their own selfishness. I know. I was born in the mouth of the institution. The militarized bastards that take such pleasure in the degradation and destruction of an entire people are the people that were literally my family members. I know how awful they were. I know because they were awful to me too, and I am ashamed of them. And I know their faces, and they hate that I am out of the institution and can name them. I know what they are like. And I am still an optimist. And that is not foolhardy of me. That is being tough. It is so fucking tough, and it is so powerful to be a hopeful person. The most powerful people I have ever witnessed are so hopeful. It makes me feel put to shame in my hope discipline. Like, I am so amazed at what the hopeful can do. But it is so much harder to do anything if you don't have any hope. It is so much harder to feel like anything is possible if you don't believe. So, you have to have hope. You can't let them burn it out of you. Even though it feels crazy. It is crazy. You have to be crazy. Because to be sane is to agree to the terms that we are currently living. Like, I don't know about you, but we can't keep going like this. We can't keep going like this. We have to do something differently. We have to. We have built so much of our modern tech feudalism bullshit off of this idea of progressive foreverness that is predicated on a cynicism of the dangers of that same technology. And I'm not saying we should be hopeful about tech, but I am saying we could be hopeful that maybe we don't have to go that way if we're all feeling so afraid of it. We don't have to go that way just because it's what the millionaires want us to do because it'll help them, I don't know, rake in more crypto dollars. We don't have to do this. We don't have to do this. Hopefulness can just be, actually, I think fuck that option, and I pick that other option, and even though you think that's insane, I'm gonna do it anyway. That can be hopefulness. And it takes a lot of work to keep swimming up that stream when no one else wants to swim up it with you. I encourage you all to channel the salmon, though. I'm from the Oregon coast. I am from the salmon run. I think of the keystone species of the salmon with a lot of fondness and reverence. And the salmon is a fish that is honestly breaking all the laws of being a fish. It jumps upstream to return to a place it shouldn't remember, to completely eviscerate itself for the case of reproduction. It gives everything for its community. It has no reason to believe it will make it back to the place where it started. But they try anyway, and when they fail, it still helps. Because then their nutrients that they have from dying, which they would have done anyway, reminder that they eviscerate as part of the reproduction process. They get so full of eggs that they literally die after laying them all. So they die either way. So in the trying, all they're doing is helping everything else. That's a hope discipline. It's understanding that you may fail and still doing it anyway, still doing the work, still waking up every day and doing it. It's hard and it sucks, and it's also beautiful in the way that, like, magic is real in the world. Things are really tough right now, and they are going to try to crush your spirit, and they're going to try and convince you that you are crazy for believing that the world could be a different place and that we wouldn't have to destroy an entire country's worth of people for the sake of something that they call peace that I don't believe in. I don't think that's what peace looks like. They're gonna call you crazy for it, and you have to do it anyway. But you're not the only one. So I encourage you to keep on believing and not let them convince you of your own insanity. Or if they do, at least be insane and proud. I'm insane and proud. That's all I got today. I hope that's enough. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.